DNA evidence is my favorite brand of card. Does the secretary have to?
No.
All right. It is now in order for an author's responsive speech and such an author's responsive present. Yes, Chris, what would you ask? Please rise, state your name, why, and you will have 5 minutes.
Fellow delegates, I strongly fellow delegates, I strongly ask for your consideration for this piece of legislation about a serious issue impacting our criminal justice system in rape cases. When rape victims contact police departments, too many are left ignored or without proper treatment with a rape kit. A rape kit is equivalent to a sexual assault forensic exam. Backlog rape kits are rape kits that are collected and booked into evidence. However, neither detectives nor prosecutors request for DNA analysis and is marked as unsubmitted or untested. Right now in California, there are about 8,998 kits that are not being evaluated. A $2,000 fine would be the punishment for law enforcement agencies that backlog these rape kits, therefore giving the exact unacceptable treatment I spoke about earlier. Since there are rape kits that are not looked after and ignored, it would be an excellent idea that California gives police departments stricter time limits of notifying victims due to backlog rape kits. Of course, there will be a long statute of limitations. However, it needs to be known that these rape kits are people's personal properties and need to be taken care of by the police departments. In San Francisco Examiner, there was an article on January 7, 2016, saying that a woman with a rape kit test done never received information about the test. She then went on and sued the San Francisco Police Department because they didn't investigate the 6-year standby rape kit. We must end this backlogging of rape kits and start using stricter time limits for notifying victims by the police departments and law enforcement agencies. I yield my time to questions.
Seeing as the speaker has yielded your time to questions, are there any questions for the speaker? Yes, Senator Mahari, what would you rise?
I rise to question, Speaker.
Please rise, state your name, why, and your question.
Jason Mahari, all know
Yes.
Why are the citizens being they're not property?
Well, again, there's 8,998 kids backlog right now in California, and Michigan is actually one of the biggest states that have at least 10,000 backlog rape kits, and I want to make sure all these backlog rape kits are being pulled through, and that's why the state is going to give a $2,000 fine if the backlog rape kits are not pulled through.
Why are this? It's a two-part question. So basically, why are the question was, why are the citizens or the taxpayers fund law enforcement agencies? Law enforcement agencies are being punished, the citizens of California are being punished as well. So when you find a $2,000 fine on law enforcement, you're finding a lot of taxpayers.
I'm finding taxpayers because, again, a lot of people are being raped right now every single 2 seconds you think about it. 1 in 5 women are being raped. 1 in 75 men are being raped. So, again, you have a lot of rape kits that are being drafted. I got it off an internet Google search, but I looked up through a lot of articles through seeing that there's always 2 seconds.
I'm sorry, speaker's having a
All right. With that in order, do we have a legend report? 12 point your
The reason I'm in favor of this bill is because as of right now, the maximum amount, roughly the maximum amount of time it would take for all the rape kits to be completely logged in, as of now, maximum would be 4,437 years for all of them to be accounted for. And if this were to be enacted, the maximum it would be just under 3,000. Like that would be, like, there's a huge backlog right now. As the bill sponsor said, there's a huge backlog that needs to be addressed. We need to see, this is important because we need to see just the amount of, we need to give these women the respect they deserve. And by doing that, by increasing the amount of time it takes for these rape kits to be processed, we're giving them that respect. And I give my time to the bill sponsor.
As soon as the speaker has yielded his time to the bill sponsor summation, speech is now in order for a first comment. Speaker on this bill, so to speak with the president. Yes, Senator Crabtree, to what point do you rise? Please rise, state your name, why, and you'll have to.
Kelly Crabtree, Y&G Delegation. I think that it is extremely prevalent that we test rape kits. However, I believe that there is reason for the backlog. It takes time, and it takes sufficient amount of time to get accurate results. If we decrease the amount of time that police stations are forced to look over results, they will not be accurate. You want to give justice to the women whose cases you are reviewing. It's not like police departments are being lackadaisical or slacking off about reviewing these rape kits. There is a backlog because there was simply not enough time and not enough resources to combat this issue. A correct piece of legislation to try and combat this would be to increase the number of people and facilities used to test these rape kits, not to shorten the amount of time that police departments use to test these rape kits. We would only be skewing the results and not doing justice to the women who are currently being tested. I don't have time for questions.
The speaker has yielded her time to questions. Are there any questions from the speaker? Yes, Senator Zamudio, to what point do you rise? Please rise, state your name, why, and your question.
What would you say to the women that use rape kits, their rape kits as evidence in trials against their rape kits? Because they're not being held.
Personally, I think that is an extreme injustice. However, I do not think that this legislation is giving justice to those women whose rape kits are being reviewed. And I don't think the injustice of those people necessarily outweigh the injustice of these women.
Senator Erickson, what point do you rise? Please rise, state your name, why, and your question.
The speaker agreed that the timely manner for a rape kit to be analyzed is
Seeing as how the legislative aims could find more statistics on this number, I cannot agree or disagree. And seeing as how my delegation sponsors a bill very similar time as allowed.
Senator Chris, to what point do you rise? Please rise, state your name, why, and you'll have 3 minutes.
So, I'm Chris, SDSC. I want to let you guys know about, again, there's 8,998 kits that are backlogged in California right now. And the average price per kit is $400 to $1,200. Think how much money is spent on that. Again, also, the rape kit evidence has to be evaluated within 120 days. We can't have it go longer because, again, as a speaker just said, it would take for about 5,000 years to evaluate these rape kits. And again, in the San Francisco Examiner, there was a woman who complained about her 6-year backlog. That is really upsetting to me. And again, also, to the con speaker that just spoke, there are a lot of police departments and facilities in California, but they're not getting paid as much. So why would you complain that there's not enough facilities? I want you to think about that. And I yield my time to the chair.
Secretary, please read the enacted law.
An act to amend sections 680 and 803 of the Penal Code relating to DNA evidence.
Are there any endorsements?
I'll make it.
Alrighty, so with that, it is in order for a vote on this bill. All those in favor, please say aye in your normal speaking voice.
Aye.
All those against, please say nay. It is in the opinion of the chair that this bill does not pass. Let's move on.